Tiffany Stratton breaks down in tears after husband Ludwig Kaiser dies in drastic car crash. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. The WWE Universe is in utter shock tonight, as the news of a devastating tragedy has rocked the wrestling world to its very core. A bright light has gone out, and a heart has been shattered forever. Former NXT Women's Champion, current SmackDown sensation, Tiffany Stratton has just suffered the most heartbreaking loss of her life. Her husband, WWE Superstar Ludwig Kaiser, has tragically passed away in a drastic car accident. The blonde bombshell known for her confidence, charisma, and unapologetic glamour is now inconsolable, having received the devastating news that her partner in life is gone forever. This is the story of love, loss, and unimaginable pain. This is the story of how Tiffany Stratton's world came crashing down. A love story born in the ring. It started like a fairy tale. Two rising stars in WWE, both beautiful, both ambitious, both captivating the audience every time they stepped into the ring. Tiffany Stratton, the self-proclaimed buff Barbie, was on a meteoric rise. From her dazzling run in NXT to becoming one of the standout stars of SmackDown's women's division, she represented everything flashy, fierce, and fabulous. Ludwig Kaiser, on the other hand, brought class, tradition, and elegance to Imperium. A man of discipline, precision, and style, his partnership with Gunther made him a critical figure in one of the most respected factions in WWE. But beneath the on-screen personas, Tiffany and Ludwig found something deeper, a spark that ignited backstage during the 2023 European Tour. Away from the cameras, the gym sessions, and the arenas, they connected on long flights, during quiet moments at catering, and in laughter after live shows. They were opposites in many ways. She was glitter, he was steel, but together, they found balance. By early 2024, the WWE Universe began to notice the chemistry. Paparazzi caught them together in Paris. Tiffany posted cryptic heart emojis. Ludwig was seen wearing a pink wristband. Then came the confirmation. A stunning photo of the couple on a balcony in Venice. The caption read, "In this wild world, I found peace with you." And the wrestling world swooned. By summer 2024, they were engaged. And just 5 months later, in a private ceremony in Austria, they tied the knot. Only close family and a few select WWE friends were in attendance. It was the beginning of what many saw as the perfect wrestling power couple. The tragedy strikes. But then, just when everything seemed perfect, it all came crashing down. On July 8, 2025, Ludwig Kaiser was traveling back from a WWE Live event in St. Louis. Tiffany had remained behind in Orlando to handle media appearances for SummerSlam promotions. Ludwig, ever the perfectionist, didn't like flying for short distances. He enjoyed driving. He said it gave him time to think, to unwind, to listen to old symphonies or podcasts about history. That night, he was headed down Interstate 55. Around 10:47 p.m., tragedy struck. According to early reports from Missouri State Police, Ludwig's vehicle was involved in a multi-car collision caused by a speeding truck that veered into the wrong lane. Despite wearing a seatbelt, the impact was catastrophic. Emergency responders arrived within minutes. Ludwig Kaiser was pronounced dead at the scene. He was 32 years old. Back in Orlando, Tiffany received a call that would change her life forever. No camera can capture the moment a heart breaks. No words can ever fully describe the silence that follows. But what we do know is, Tiffany collapsed to the floor when she heard the words, "I'm so sorry." Ludwig didn't make it. WWE and superstars react. The wrestling world stood still. Within an hour of the news breaking, #RIP Ludwig Kaiser trended worldwide on social media. WWE issued a brief but emotional statement. "We are deeply saddened to learn of the tragic passing of Ludwig Kaiser. He was a valued member of our family, a gifted performer, and an extraordinary soul. Our thoughts are with Tiffany Stratton and Ludwig's loved ones during this devastating time." Backstage in WWE, the mood turned to mourning. Gunther, Ludwig's longtime friend and Imperium leader, reportedly broke down upon hearing the news. He canceled all appearances and requested time off. Triple H, visibly shaken, tweeted, "I am at a loss for words. Ludwig was one of the most disciplined and professional talents I've ever known. This is a loss beyond comprehension. Becky Lynch posted, "Hug your loved ones tighter today. We lost one of the good ones. All my love to Tiffany." Even Roman Reigns, who had only recently worked with Kaiser in a six-man tag, said, "Life can be cruel. Rest easy, warrior. Strength to you, Tiffany." Tiffany's public breakdown. For 24 hours, Tiffany Stratton said nothing. No posts, no statements, no appearances. Then, late on July 9th, she appeared on Instagram Live. She didn't wear makeup. Her blonde hair was tied in a messy bun. Her eyes were red. Her voice, barely audible. "I don't even know why I'm doing this," she began, "but I need to say something." Then the tears flowed. "I lost my best friend. My husband. My whole heart. I don't know how to do life without him. I don't even know who I am anymore. I just keep hearing his laugh in my head. I keep hearing him say, 'You've got this, babe.' But I don't got this. I feel like I'm drowning." The live stream lasted 14 minutes. During it, she shared stories of Ludwig making her late-night smoothies, surprising her with roses, texting her before every match, "Go kill it, princess." She held up his wedding ring and kissed it. "He was the only person who ever made me feel safe in this business, and now he's gone." Fans flooded the chat with love and condolences. Superstars texted her midstream. In that moment, the woman who had always been too pretty to care showed raw vulnerability. She became more than a character. She was a widow, a human being in pain. WWE honors Ludwig. The following episode of SmackDown opened differently. No pyros, no loud music, just a black screen with the words, "In loving memory of Ludwig Kaiser. 1993-2025. The crowd stood in silence as the bell rang 10 times. A tribute package played, highlighting his career from NXT to Imperium's dominance on Raw and SmackDown. His grace in the ring, his dedication to excellence, his influence on younger stars. Clips showed his last match, where he bowed to the crowd. The entire locker room, heels and faces alike, stood on the ramp wearing black armbands. And then Tiffany Stratton walked out, dressed in all black, clutching Ludwig's signature trench coat. Her face was pale, her hands trembling. With no music, no makeup, and no scripted lines, she stepped into the ring. The crowd chanted, "Kaiser, Kaiser, Kaiser." Through tears, she said, "He lived for this, for all of you. He loved being a WWE superstar more than anything. And I promise you, I'll make sure his legacy never dies." Then she placed his trench coat in the center of the ring, and whispered, "Auf Wiedersehen, mein Lieb." What comes next for Tiffany Stratton? In the wake of the tragedy, WWE announced that Tiffany Stratton would be taking time off indefinitely. She was written off TV in a quiet backstage segment, hugging Bayley and being escorted away by Adam Pearce. But the fans haven't forgotten. They've lit candles outside arenas. They've painted murals. And most importantly, they've rallied around her with love. Some insiders say she's been spending time with Ludwig's family in Germany. Others say she's quietly journaling, trying to process her pain. As for her future in WWE, only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Tiffany Stratton will never be the same. This wasn't a storyline. This wasn't kayfabe. This was real. A real love, met with real tragedy. But even in her darkest moment, Tiffany has inspired millions by showing that grief doesn't have to be hidden. That beauty can exist even in brokenness. And maybe, just maybe, she'll return one day, not as Buff Barbie, but as a warrior forged in heartbreak, ready to honor Ludwig Kaiser the only way she knows how, by fighting in the ring he loved so dearly. Ending tribute. Ludwig Kaiser wasn't just a WWE superstar. He was a husband, a friend, a man who believed in honor, discipline, and